got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Vick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I know it appeared he was Saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now, Vick. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, Vick. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Going deep for Hopkins. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Cunningham. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Lamb. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On play action, Vick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
For what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vick being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Vick to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete.
He's going to make everything happen.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Lynn Swan.
76 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now it's Patterson.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cunningham looking to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Cunningham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20.
Come on and get it.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Come coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, Alexander. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Four yards remain for 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air, Allen. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Seahawks. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 36, Vick. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Down on the grounding call. out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Franco Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Vick on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Vick. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A final shot before half for Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Now, Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. A give to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Blunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. LeGarrette Blunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Folk for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On second down, it's Alexander. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Odell Beckham. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40, past the 20.
Who wants some?
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
He's checking crap. No.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Taylor Mays up to make the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Bullock will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And the Steelers have just...